What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This particular episode, it only had like certain scenes, that I feel like I really need to cover. I'm gonna kind of skip over everything else. So first, let's just get it on out of the way. They had a scene where they all went bungee jumping, and I believe Kenya went first. Candy went, Portia, and Marlo. I believe those ladies did the bungee jumping. I'm very proud of them. Would I had did that shit? Hell to the motherfucking nah. I totally here for what Phaedra said. You know. Phaedra's looking like, that ain't what God would want me to do, you know, and I'm with her. I'm not doing no shit like that. And you know what? Maybe if I was a little more slimmer, I would feel more comfortable, but it's something about being a thick, curvy woman. I love being a curvy woman, but I'd be scared, like, damn, what if I'm too much and shit? You know, a bitch don't want to hit the ground, you know, so they did that shit, honey. They also went paddle boating, and Sheree had the biggest fucking hissy fit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my. You know, she's screaming all over the place. Everybody's looking at her. There's bugs. And it's just like, girl, y'all are camping or glamping. Whatever the fuck y'all doing, you should kind of expected this. So Sheree is not for being in these woods, honey. It's not her cup of tea. So that's pretty much what happened with that. And, you know, they all are going to be in their room. Some of them have to share a room. And also, they end up taking like 2 and 3 hours to put up their damn tent. The man said that it would only take him, 5 minutes? He said it took him 5 minutes. I would have been like, well, motherfucker, I need you to put my tent up. I ain't putting no damn tent up. Camping sounds good, but camping, I would have had that man put my shit up. I ain't got time for that. So, that's pretty much what happened with that. But, there was another scene. Let me get to that really quick, because I'm going to get to the bigger stuff. There was another scene with Sheree and Marlo, and they're in the room, and she's telling Marlo, well, you know, one of the girls had told me one of the girls may be a lesbian, and then Marlo was like, who, Candy? And Sheree, I'm not saying any names. Bitch, don't bring shit to the forefront and you ain't willing. You've been messy to this point, running back saying they said this, who said that, and number one, I don't like what Sheree is doing and how she's doing it. I see what she's saying a little bit, but I don't like the way she's doing this shit. Bitch, you are being fucking messy. You was not this messy when you got on this show. I like for shit to happen organically. That's just how I am. But, cause I feel like all they shit go end up coming out. But anyway, she was acting all hesitant about, telling Marlo who's the lesbian. Marlo basically, you know, saying Candy name and shit already. And well, I don't know. I'm just sick of them. Sheree's talking about, I'm sick of them kikiing all in each other's faces. And, you know, they all talk all this shit, you know, behind each other's backs. And I don't like that. And I feel it's fake. And it's just like, Sheree, you being fake by not just saying who said what and when and how. Just come out with it. I hate people that have a substantial amount of information to tell you, but yet they want to hold back on names and be all quiet. Like, say that shit for what it is. So anyways, that's pretty much with that. They have a scene where they are camping. They're on a campfire, basically. And they all sitting in their little chairs. And Marlo, she done bedazzled the damn off. I thought that was funny as hell. That Marlo is sharp. Marlo. I love me some Marlo. I'm here for her on this season. Marlo reads like no other, honey. Those motherfucking insults, when they begin to motherfucking fly out. They motherfucking fly out. She starts getting on Kenya, I think Phaedra had said, you know, well, what's in style? What's trend setting? You know, and besides camel toe, they all laugh, and then Marlo is chokers, lashes that are put on right. You know, Kenya, I feel like your lashes, you know, they way too big, way too wide, and I agree, because once I looked at Kenya, I was like, damn, they do look too big for her. Kenya don't look bad, but Marlo saying that, it kind of had me look at her a certain kind of way. So then, Portia's sister, Lauren, she ends up asking Marlo, she's just like, so why y'all end up not being cool no more? And Marlo says, you know, I wasn't invited to Kenya's housewarming or her birthday party. I felt really betrayed and hurt. And, you know, she said Kenya's bipolar, and Sheree ends up telling Kenya, you know, why you don't feel sorry about what you did to her? And Marlo ends up saying, you know, you miserable. Those earrings is a fucking mess. The lashes are a damn disaster. And bitch, you can't even keep a broke man. I motherfucking died when I heard that shit. I said, bitch, you better read. You better read, Miss Marlo. I love her getting Kenya's ass together. And here's why. I'm not a mean-spirited person, you guys. But this is my thing with Kenya. If Marlo was not here, Kenya would have found a way to fucking go in on Portia. She would have made this whole thing about Portia being violent, and they finally got off that shit because Marlo stayed on that motherfucking ass, honey. Then she and Candy over there just cracking up. And then Kenya's like, bitch, shut up. You need to be quiet. And Portia in her confessional tells her, honey, I wish I had popcorn for this, honey, because Marlo is just getting her ass. And then she says that one insult that just takes it on motherfucking home. She said, you know somebody evil when their own motherfucking mother don't want to be bothered with their ass. Your own fucking mother. She just kept saying it. Your mother thinks you're evil. She wants nothing to do with you. That poor Kenya sitting there rolled her eyes. You can motherfucking tell she was not ready for this fight. But you know what, Kenya? I cannot feel bad for you. Because I believe I heard Candy say, but girl, you know, if it was me, you know how I would react about my mother. We know you would, Candy. Candy, your mother could be wrong and you still take up for her. And you know, oh, well, that's my I'm not here for that. That's my mother shit. I'm not here. Your motherfucking mother is wrong, then she's wrong. So that's what Candy was pretty much saying. She felt like Marlo, you know, had went above and beyond. It was a very hurtful insult. I will say that. Very hurtful, because you know it's something that's going to hurt that person. But at the same time, Kenya, you do a lot of bullying and shit starting with people, and everybody is so motherfucking here for your motherfucking ass being red, and I am one of them people, because you need to learn to not come for people. So Phaedra ends up trying to clear everything up, saying, hey, you know, we need to quit with the insults, calling each other bitches and prostitutes, because Kenya had called Marlo a prostitute. And, you know, and I guess that's what Phaedra is trying to do this season, is really try to navigate the group. But my issue with Phaedra is, Phaedra, I like you and I fuck with you. I like you a little bit more than Candy, but Phaedra, I need for you to speak up. I need you to speak up, because it wasn't too long ago you were saying shit about Kenya, and you know how the bitch is. So I get you trying to steer everybody in a positive direction. I understand that, but at the same time, you know, you just really need to understand why Kenya and other people are being read because of the shit that they say. You know, so, that's pretty much, though, you know, how I feel about that. They had a scene where they all are at I don't know if it's breakfast or lunch, but they all are eating, and Cynthia ends up, crying, saying that Peter is not going to show up to sign off. I guess they have to sign off something to really be done with the divorce. The divorce is about to wrap up, and that was going to be her moment of closure, for the situation, and she's sad that Peter's not showing up, but Cynthia, he probably just doesn't want to deal with it. You have to keep in mind that you are the one that filed, and he probably just doesn't want to deal with that. So, that's what you have to, keep in mind. But I felt bad for Cynthia, and the other girls comforted her and let her know, hey, you're going to be all right. You're going to be just fine. She even mentions, I don't even know if I will ever get married. And they saying, don't say that. Don't say that. Portia ends up telling her, you gorgeous, you beautiful, just keep your heart open and everything will be all right. I really like that scene. I really like it when my housewives support each other. Even though some of them ain't housewives exactly. But they my girls. I like them. I like them all in different ways. I will say that. Some of them have been on my shit list. Candy and that damn Kenyon. But I'm definitely here for the other ladies. Candy didn't irritate me too bad on this one. So I will say that. But yeah, they, let's get to the dinner. They're at the dinner and then they're getting on Sheree. Because Sheree was clowning and acting a fool when they was paddle boating, and then Kenya Thomas said, well, Sheree talks all this shit about how she's so tough, and, she couldn't take a little bit of the dirty water, and, the bugs, she couldn't do that, she ain't that tough after all, and Sheree is like, bitch, I ain't trying to get a motherfucking yeast infection, we was literally sitting in water, and I'm kind of with Sheree, I don't want nothing touching my damn private area, shit can happen, But Kenya kisses her fucking dog in the mouth. So you talking to Kenya. Kenya don't see no big fucking deal about that shit. She don't care. You know what I'm saying? So Kenya don't understand that shit. And anyways, the next part is Kenya ends up apologizing to Marlo again, saying, that she's sorry. She didn't invite her to the birthday and housewarming. She feels bad. Then Marlo says, I'm sorry too. I said a lot of awful things. I was hurt. Do I really feel like Marlo was sorry? No. Do I feel like Kenya is sorry? No. They just not gonna be cool no more. And Marlo sees how Kenya is. But their friendship was never real. I feel like their whole friendship was to get under Nene's skin. And it's the law of karma. You have to watch how you get with people. Because how you get with people, how you get cool with people is how it will end up. And that's just how it is. So, they even had a little part where Marlo has said Kenya was wearing orange, and she looks at it as well, I will proceed with caution. You did have on that orange. So, and Kenya's like, oh, you just can't let it be. You just can't let it be what it is. And Marlo is right. You have to proceed with caution with Kenya. She ain't loyal, and she does a lot of shit to hype up the show, and she cares more about being entertaining than being real. If she's entertaining shit with her crazy ass. So, the next thing is the biggest thing, which is Marlo says to Sheree, I don't want you to be upset with me, but I have something, that I want to share with the rest of the ladies, because I don't want us to go on being fake, and, they had all agreed they was going to be on a positive note. But Marlo is basically, going to bring Sheree's little secret to the forefront. And basically, she flat out asks Candy, are you a lesbian? And Candy is like, well, I'm very happy with my husband. I love his dick, and, And then she's like, now, have I tried some things with a woman? Yes, I have, but I'm not the only one sitting at this table that has, did those things. So she ain't really saying nobody names. We all know she's talking about Portia. But then the part that really pissed me off was, I like Marlo, how Marlo is coming right out and saying people's names. Whereas Sheree is sitting up here. She didn't want to come out and say Portia. Cause they like, well, who? Would you tell us who? And it seemed like they was on that same topic for like 10 minutes. They're like, who said that Candy is a lesbian? Just come out and say it. Everybody's like, who? And even Portia. And I'm like, Portia, you know damn well you insinuate